Members of Tucson's deaf community are raising concerns about future access to a building that they have used for decades.
So it's the Tucson Deaf Community Center building located near Grant and Oracle. We've all seen it, and that's where we find News for Tucson's Charlie Goldberg, who joins us live now with the details on that. Hey, Charlie.
Monica, for over 50 years, members of Tucson's deaf community have used this building behind me for their services and for activities. They're worried that's going to become limited, a claim disputed by the owners of the building.
Where are we going to go to get help? Is there anywhere else in Tucson that we can get help?
That's just one of the many concerns deaf and blind advocate Dylan Saunders raised at a recent town hall meeting addressing the future of the Tucson Deaf Community Center.
We've been there for 50 years, and then now we're cut off to that due to apparently insurance reasons, but we need to get more information.
The building is owned by Catholic Community Services. Saunders claims access to the building and its services have been cut due to insurance reasons. She says this creates trouble when it comes to running the deaf club. It also creates trouble for activities run weekly, as well as other important services.
It's sad. Everybody feels bad to not have services for deaf people to go and get help.
Tim Cromer of Catholic Community Services says this is not the case. He says they are not cutting access to the community for events. Instead, they are just looking to be more involved in planning. He says events and activities must be done in partnership with Catholic Community Services.
We simply realized that CCS needed to be a part of these events more closely and needed to have a better understanding of how this building is being used.
Cromer says the only service that changed was that CCS no longer uses its own internal interpretive staff and now uses contractor interpreters instead. Outside of that, he says CCS is expanding services and now accepts Medicaid for behavioral health care services, which he says increases access for the deaf community.
The Community Services has been committed to serving the deaf, blind, and hard of hearing community for many, many years, and that commitment has not changed and will not change.
And I spoke with Saunders and an interpreter over the phone an hour ago. She said she was devastated to hear this as a response. Also, Cromer says that the CCS, Catholic Community Services, will be meeting with community members of that community in February. Reporting live from Midtown, Charlie Goldberg, News 4 Tucson.